Even as the world marked World AIDS Day yesterday, 45-year-old Serah Mwangi has lived with HIV for over 22 years. Despite all the challenges thrown at her by the virus, the single mother of one has lived up to this year's theme of communities make a difference by taking an initiative to fight against stigmatization in her community. Take a look.
30 years since the first World AIDS Day was observed, Serah Mwangi is among 30 people living with HIV and AIDS who have lived to celebrate the day while fighting the ravages of the scourge, quite literally. But unlike many HIV-positive persons, Serah has taken it upon herself to increase awareness about the killer virus and fighting stigmatization meted on victims.
I felt I'm not going to keep silent. There's somebody out there who is suffering and thinking that they are going to die. If they listen to my story and the journey that I've been through, they will get well. I've been going to churches. I talk to people when I come across them. I do it on social media. I do it in school where I'm working.
The mother of one who lost her husband to HIV was first diagnosed with the disease in 1997 and says it took her close to 3 years to accept her condition. She says her diagnosis felt like a death sentence at a time when her daughter was only 3 years old.
At one point, as they were singing the communion song, I saw in my image my coffin being wheeled to the altar and the song that would follow it. I was seeing death. Then on another side, I told God, please, give me a chance. This child will not grow up without a mother. And I stopped entertaining those thoughts. I continued with the treatment.
According to UNAIDS, in 2018, 1.6 million people were living with HIV, with 46,000 newly reported cases of infected people with HIV and 25,000 reported deaths from AIDS-related illness. 22 years down the line, Serah has managed to live with HIV and AIDS and says it's possible with treatment and a great support system. Hers is a story of hope that she chooses to share with the world to encourage those who are afraid to speak up due to fear of stigmatization.
You can have HIV and get married and have children. They do not know why at the prenatal clinic why people have to be tested. And when you're found positive, they put you on ARVs.
While leading World AIDS Day celebrations in Kisii Monday, First Lady Margaret Kenyatta says there still is need to recommit and redouble efforts to achieve the national and global target of an AIDS-free nation by 2030. Lack of access to quality healthcare services threatens progress in the fight against HIV and AIDS.
Having